If you've been wondering about Latitude Margaritaville and their new policy about buyers' agents accompanying them into the sales office and what it means for you, the consumer, the customer, or the client, stay tuned because I'm going to cover the whole thing. And I actually do have years of experience with this particular topic. So stay tuned. Hi, my name is John Weber, and I'm an associate broker with Charter One Realty, selling real estate in the Hilton Head area and the Bluffton, Okatee area on the mainland. So I'm talking to you today about Mento. They are the developer for Latitude Margaritaville Hilton Head. They have a new policy, and I can certainly identify with this policy. For years and years and years, back in another life, I would run these developer properties. Places like, nothing's like Latitude, but just customers walk into the sales office and we had a team and they would buy real estate. So, and outside brokerage companies, like me now, would bring customers in to bring them business, and then they would pay the brokerage company usually 3% commission, and it could be anything, but usually 3%. And what's been happening with Mento and Latitude Margaritaville is that because of the influx of people over the last few years going in there, it's a lot of people. I mean, they even have a bus to take you down to the models. Brokers, agents are showing up after their customer or somebody they meet the next day or who knows when, saying, hey, that's my customer and I'm going to register them and you're going to pay me, let's say 3% commission for bringing you the customer. And so Mento's been paying a lot of commissions out for this reason. All of a sudden, Mento's going, hey, wait a minute, we're paying so much. Agents are showing up and getting in on the tail end of this, and we're paying them, and they didn't really even bring us the client. That customer walked in without them before. So, kind of created a mess. And Mento's paying out a lot of money. So I always had problems with that because clients would come into our development, they would get all involved with our sales team, and 3 days later, an agent, a brokerage agent, would show up at the door going, hey, that's my client. And we'd go, what do you mean that's your client? Because I really believe, it's what I tell my team anyway, those who do the work get paid. And kind of showing up a day late and $1 short and expecting a co-brokerage commission. So I had a tough time paying it if they didn't deserve it and actually bring us the client. So that's a little bit of a backdrop to this situation. Mento's policy now is if your customer walks into that sales office and registers with Mento and you're not with them and they don't put your name down and they don't mention you, you're out of luck as far as an agent goes. They're not going to pay you. And the customer cannot turn around in a few days and say, hey, I want to bring an agent in. They won't recognize that. So, because you're already in the system with Mento. So I completely understand what they're doing. It's just such a large influx of people going in there. It's kind of created a little bit of a messy situation. And sometimes real estate agents do like to have that handout and they didn't really bring that client in. That's what they're experiencing now. I get it. So, I'm speaking to you, Mr. and Mrs. Consumer. If you feel that you want a buyer's agent, you want representation from people like us, the John Weber team, things like that, you need to contact us before you walk in and sign all that registration with them. Because once you do that, you're on your own. I'm not saying that's bad at all, because if you know you want Latitude Margaritaville, you've seen all the models, you've researched it online, that's what you want, that's fine. But if you want representation to maybe look at some other areas, you don't quite understand it, you know, you would need a buyer's agent. So after you decide that's what you want to buy, a Latitude Margaritaville, there are two option meetings, option A and option B. Option A are your switches, your plugs, your fans, where does everything go in the house. Option B, you're picking out tile, carpet, flooring, all kinds of things like that. Christina Ricky on my team sits through those meetings with you on option A, option B, and she knows what's a popular decision, what's, you know, so it doesn't get lost in the shuffle there. So Christina will sit through all that. The long and the short of it, developers like Sun City, Mento, they look at brokerage companies, us, Charter One Realty, other companies, to actually bring them business, and they'll pay for that and support what they're doing, which is fine. They just don't like agents showing up on the back end of this whole thing going, hey, that's my client. I know they were in here a month ago, but I need the commission. They don't like that too much. So consider the John Weber team. That's just a short video today to explain the situation. If you know that's what you want, you don't need any help, go for it. If you want to see other options, you love Latitude, and you want to see what Sun City is or another neighborhood or whatever, please call us and we'll show you around and we'll walk you through the models and things like that. So that's about it for today. It's Mento's new registration policy. So I hope you understand all this. If you don't, please contact the John Weber team and we'll reach out to you and we can send you a lot of information about Mento and Latitude Margaritaville. So anyway, come on down, we'll find your dream home. Could be Latitude, could be someplace else, but we'll find it.
Levántate y mírame a los ojos con sinceridad, que el mundo no se acaba con nuestro final. Cierra la puerta.